So you want to know why your hair is not growing back. You feel like your hair is stagnant. Yesterday on our salon talk, Dawn was talking about the fact that women think that their hair is not growing back. Like, I do everything, but my hair is not growing back, right? And if it's a short-term thing, a lot of times your hair is actually growing back. If your nails are growing, she said, then your hair is growing. I thought that was really a great analogy. I was like, man, I never thought about that, because I know that there are reasons that your hair is not growing back. So we're going to talk about that real quick. I am Lee Hill, your hair coach. I knew someone recently that told me that no matter what, their hair only stays a certain length. And that has to be, if it's only staying at a certain length, it's growing. Your hair is growing. So that means whatever you're putting on it, it can be a chemical that you're using that it shouldn't be, or you may want to check and see what's going on. It's more likely what you're putting on your hair, period. I would say medically, but your hair is growing no matter what. So here are some of the reasons why you may think that your hair is not growing. It's really growing. It may not be growing to the point that you want it to grow, but your hair is growing. I'm looking at the Prime guy. He's just up and down the street. I'm in my car, y'all. I don't know why I like the car thing, but anyway, number one would be why you think your hair is stagnant and it's not growing would be the fact that you may be experiencing some hair loss, or you may have experienced hair loss, right? A little bit of thinning, or you want to cut your hair and it's still like kind of like in this state where it's like, okay, I see it growing, but I don't see the significance. And you know how they say if you cut your hair grow back real fast, but maybe that's not what's going on with you, right? And so again, that you have to go ahead and think back on, what am I actually doing to my hair every day, right? What am I applying to my hair every day? What shampoos am I using? All these things play a factor in your hair is growing, right? So you might be doing something that's hindering it. So if you have maybe hair loss, or if you are one of those people that you are trying to get your hair to grow to a certain length, you got to look at all of those different reasons why and figure that out. That can be helped going to your hairstylist and saying, hey, I noticed my hair is not really growing, and you two just brainstorm and figure out exactly where the issue may be. And they may tell you, they'll tell you, like if they wash their hair, they can show you where your new growth is at. Now, if you want it to grow faster, that depends on a lot of things, your DNA, like again, what products are you using or whatever, and those things that could be a reason why your hair is not growing back. The second reason why your hair is not growing back the way you think it should is because you maybe have experienced hair loss, and instead of you going to your professional, whoever that may be, dermatologist, trichologist, hairstylist, whoever, instead of you doing that, you cover it up. You don't come into the salon. You're not going to go to the hairstylist. You're not going to go to anybody. You just want to YouTube University, or you want to do Google University. And listen, I'm good at that too now. I won't Google University my hair, because I have a lot of education on that. But I will Google University. Like the other day, my feet was hurting. I'm like, why my feet keep hurting? So I had to Google it instead of saying it could have been a medical issue, or it really was. I was like, oh, it's the shoes I'm wearing, so I got to get some better shoes, right? So I Googled it, thinking like I answered it, but it could actually be something more serious, and I don't know, because I choose to go with Google instead of a professional. So you see what I'm saying? So a lot of times, instead of you dealing with the issue, you put the elephant is in the room, but you just put a scarf over the elephant as if that's going to do anything. So what happens over time, it could be something so minute as the food that you're eating, or something as little as the product that you're using. But because you choose, or the method of hairstyle that you're getting done, whether it's braids, extensions, things like that, that is what's probably causing it. But because you don't want the education and the help, all you do is just keep doing that same method, in the same spots. And so you're dealing with the hair loss because you have yet to respond to or figure out what's actually going on with your hair. Okay? So you cover it up. The second reason why your hair may not be growing the way that you think, the third reason that you think that your hair should be growing, is that you may have experienced hair loss, right? And you may have went to dermatologists, trichologists, whoever, but at the same time you went to them, and they gave you a regimen. They said, hey, you need to do this prescription medicine. You probably wanted minoxidil, because people think minoxidil is for everybody. Minoxidil is not for everybody. It's based on your blood type and the percentage of it, different things like that. So you probably was hoping you could just put a few drops and keep it moving. But the doctor said, no, this is your prescription. Not only I need you to take this pill, or I need you to do these kind of drops, I also need you to change your diet. So this is what's affecting you. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to follow through on any of those things. Like, wait a minute, now I got to be committed to this? Oh, that's too much. I'm not asking for that. I need a magic wand. Where's the hello? Where's the wand? Just wave it over my head and get it done. It forces you to be held accountable, and it forces you to be committed, right? So, and you are accountable and you are responsible for your hair. But a lot of us don't want that. We tend to go back to, let me go back to covering this up. And I do it when I feel like it or when I remember. But if you continue to do something, consistency in anything, even in your life, consistency is the key to a lot of things. Like, I watched this guy, he said that it is in the people who make it in life who become successful. It's not that they're successful because they came upon something, was like, this is it, this is the magic thing. No, it was them never giving up and being consistent. And sometimes it takes us to lose so much of our hair that we are not, for us to say, you know what, I think it's time. Or some of us just say, hey, it's gone. A lot of us say this, it's gone, it's permanent. So guess what? It is what it is. And we accept it. But we don't realize we're going to get into our 30s, our 40s, our 50s. You may not be married. Maybe your life starts over again. Maybe you divorce, and maybe you start the dating scene again. And now you're looking at yourself and you're like, oh God, I really like this guy, but I got to let him know this is a wig and there's no hair up under there. So we don't think about what is to come. We only think about today. And that's not good for us ladies, because when you only think about today and you're not thinking ahead of time, we make a lot of bad mistakes. We do it on emotion. And we can't do that because we got too many people dependent on us. Your children are watching how you love and take care of yourself, right? You have women that are looking at you, they may admire you and they seeing how good you take care of yourself, right? So we can't fumble the ball by walking around and acting as if we have it together and we're perfect and, look at my hair, but up underneath it, you're losing your hair. They don't know that part. They just know that you probably got it braided down and you wearing a lace front wig. But they don't know what's really going on up under there, right? So when a doctor gives you that prescription and tells you to be consistent and you have this amount of time and you will start seeing a change, it is your responsibility to follow through with it. Don't say I've been to the dermatologist and that's not what it is. Well, okay, so you work in an office and you're a dermatologist. Is that what you're saying? Or maybe you just want to say the truth. I just want my hair to grow back, but I just don't want to do everything that it takes to get to that point. I respect you better if you just come out and say that instead of playing the game. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of, like letting it be what it is. Like, just own it no matter what, So could be one of the reasons why your hair is not growing back like you think it should, is because you have no commitment to your hair. You're not consistent with the prescription medicine that the doctor has required of you. And sometimes it's not even medicine. Sometimes it's just your diet. I told you guys, trichologists and dermatologists, they can take your blood work and they can tell you sometimes the food that we're eating is part of the issues that you may be having and why your hair is growing as much as it needs to, or your body is not supposed to be eating chicken. You may think eating chicken is good. You may think, like, why am I not losing weight? But your body is saying that's not what you're supposed to be eating according to your blood type. So that's how in depth doctors go through to figure out why you're experiencing hair loss. Now, I would say this, if you have one of those dermatologists that don't understand your hair texture, and they telling you traction alopecia, stop doing relaxers and perm, that's fine. But I would suggest that you go to someone else to just find out if it's something more in depth than just that. Okay, so that's the, and the last reason is the mindset of you. A lot of us want microwave. This is the society we live in today. I told y'all the story about the lady who started getting the weave sewn in her hair. She had long, thick hair. Another hairstylist did a chemical process that thinned her hair out, and she was devastated because she had long, thick hair for years. And she came to me and said, hey, can you make my hair grow back? I said, you have to be consistent. I explained everything to her. And when I did a sewing in her hair, and then I started adding rows because she still had long hair, just thinned out from the bad chemical process. That young lady, within the next 6 weeks or the next 8 weeks, when it was time, and I said, we got to lay off the relaxers, so let's push it out, the relaxers, every 12 weeks, right? And you just come and get your wash, and we'll condition it and take care of, treat the hair, and I can get into the scalp so I can make sure everything is clean and the hair is able to grow. Well, the lady came 12 weeks later and said, well, I don't see where the hair is growing at. I said, oh, now you a black woman, so your hair grows 6 to 12 inches every 12 weeks? No. Was it doing it before? No. Was it doing it before you even had the chemical service done that took your hair out? No. So why is it now? You think that the weave is magical? Some of y'all think like that. You don't want to wait. You don't want to do the process. You just want instant gratification. And that is the mindset of a lot of you, which ties into the the last one I just talked about, which is consistency and following up with your prescription, following it all the way through till there's no more prescription, and then you just keep going that route. A lot of you don't want to do that. You want instant gratification. So the mindset of you is so messed up that no one can really help you when it comes to that. So then you want to come, and it's like a vicious cycle. You go and like, okay, I'm gonna do it, I'm dedicated. Then when you don't see it, the hair, you don't see any signs, you're like, oh no, this ain't working. So now you right back in the salon, or you like, forget it, I tried it, it ain't doing what I needed to do. So now you're going to get your hair braided. Now you're gonna put tension on your hair, right? Because if I put tension, you know the old saying, and we talked about this yesterday in the salon talk, how, or if I keep my hair dirty, my hair gonna grow. No, that's not true. It's actually gonna slow down because there's a lot of debris on your hair. Why would you not wash your scalp? Why would you not wash your hair? That's a myth. The other one would be, the tighter my hair is braided, the more it's pulling the hair follicle out. No. You're gonna see when you go and put those braids in, you'll see, especially around the edges, you'll see those little bumps. When you can see the little bumps, your hair is already in trouble. That's your hair follicle saying, help. My scalp, my follicle is in trauma. A lot of times you'll do this and you can pull it and you'll have a little bulb on the end. That's damage, right? So you'll see that. And after a while, you keep putting them braids and everything on your hair in the midst of, instead of not doing anything your hair and just taking care of your hair, getting the treatments, wearing your own hair, getting the treatments, or even getting the treatments and putting the wig on, whatever you want to do. But instead of taking the time, you won't do that. You want instant gratification. But you wasn't born with hair that grew 6 to 12 inches every 2 weeks. You wasn't born with that. So why do you think that because you're doing something different, or you're taking a medicine, a prescription, or you change your diet or everything, that means your hair is going to go pew? It could be so many factors. It could be your hair is going through life cycle. Anagen stage, where the hair is just growing. Catagen stage, where the hair is growing and the hair is shedding. And then the telogen stage, where the hair is just sleeping, so it's just shedding. That's the hair life cycle, right? So it could be a number of reasons why your hair isn't growing back the way you think it should. But know this much: your hair is always growing. As long as your nails are growing, then your hair is growing. But if you find yourself where your nails not growing and your hair is not growing, that's the indication that you need to go and see a physician. Now, we will be live on Sundays, 5 p.m. called Salon Talk on Ask a Cosmetologist. We will switch over to Dawn's channel as well. Y'all, I don't remember the name of the channel. Wait, the beauty expert. So we'll switch from beauty expert. Right now, this month, we're working on salon talk. Please join in. It's a channel where you can go on live. We're live, so you can ask your questions, get the assistance you need if you are experiencing any form of hair loss or anything like that, or you just want tips on how to make your hair better. That channel, that salon talk, we talk about everything from protective hairstyles to the ratchet hairstylist to the ratchet clients, whatever we need to talk about to bring it out, to educate you on how you can stop doing the ratchetness and getting yourself together. So I pray that this video helps you. I'll see you guys next video. Bye.